My first strong grief moves not my seated mind. Look, my dear friend, it is not my mind that I have been grieving and all that thing. Forget about that. My unwept tears have turned to pearls of strength. I have not wept. Satyavan had passed away on the ground. I walked all the distance with you. I have not kept even one tear coming out. I have not allowed even one drop of tear to come out at all from my eyes. My unwept tears have turned to pearls of strength. I don't know if the pearls have strength or not, but certainly they have powerful strength here. They have powerful strength here. Actually, right in the beginning, we have got our unappeased tears. In the beginning, we have got that phrase. Afflicted by his harsh divinity. See, harsh divinity. Bound to his throne, he waited unappeased the daily oblation of her unwept tears. Now, this was in the context of the god of pain. Here, the previous sentence says, inheriting the long agony of the globe, a stone still figure of high and godlike pain stared into space with fixed regardless eyes that saw grief's timeless depths but not life's goal. Timeless depths but not life's goal. Now in the wrestling of the splendid gods, my spirit shall be obstinate and strong against the vast refusals of the world. Well, actually here he says, see here, thou grim displayed, thou grim just played with the immortal spirit. In one place, mother speaks of death. He's a joker. He's a joker. Very harsh word mother is using. He's a joker. And she also says that as long as death is present, things will always go wrong. Things will always go wrong as long as death is present. So that jest is justified by the mothers. He's a joker. He is playing a joke. Yes, first, I demand. She says, no, I don't want gifts from you, I demand gifts from you. You cannot but give me the gift. So after getting a lesson from Yama about what man is, etc., Savitri still says, all right, that may be true. But that you are offering me a gift, that you are offering me gifts, I demand. But what is my demand? Now this is important. I demand. Savitri is not going to have a supplicant. I was born an equal spirit. So there's a question of you granting and I receiving, that you are superior to me and I am inferior. There is an occult necessity that Savitri should accept what death is offering. She must accept. First I demand whatever Satyavan, my husband, waking in the forest charm, out of his long, pure childhood's lonely dream, desired and had not for his beautiful life. He has grown up a boy in this forest. He was a prince but he was driven out of the kingdom. He is living in exile, and naturally, that royalty, that pomp, that majesty, all those things which are there, he would have definitely liked to have them. But more than that, his father has lost his eyesight. He must have his eyesight back. So actually, he says gifts. So in a way, these two are already implied in the gift. One is the eyesight for Satyavan's father, and the other one is the kingdom back to him. He says gifts, Savitri demanding. Now, first, I demand whatever Satyavan, my husband, waking in the forest charm, out of his long, pure childhood's lonely dream, desired and had not for his beautiful life. Well, one can keep on arguing about this. Satyavan has grown up in the forest hermitage, in the company of great sages. He has himself great spiritual realizations already. That is how he was making advances towards Savitri. He also told Savitri, look, Savitri, I have found beauties of nature in this world around here. I am also seeing the grandeurs of the immortal plains and all that. But between matter and spirit, there is no connecting link. Spirit remains spirit up there, matter remains matter down below here, and they are not joined together. And it says, Savitri, you have come, and now the bridge will be built between spirit and matter. You have come, you are going to build up the bridge between spirit and matter. Now, if these are the kind of spiritual realizations of Satyavan already there, even before he met Savitri, and you see the fulfillment of all those things in Savitri, would he desire all that was there in his childhood? I want eyesight, my father. I want kingdom and all that thing. Would he really still desire those kind of things? He won't. He won't. And there are small things, passing events, if happen, go on away. There will be perhaps other way of doing better things and all that. Maybe this is also an opportunity to do something still marvelous and all that. You think that way. Therefore, a question arises, I demand whatever Satyavan desired and had not for his beautiful life. Yeah. So that becomes a little uneasy kind of a thing for us to understand the two aspects. Here is Satyavan's teacher, and here is what Savitri is asking for that little poor boy, child Satyavan. Savitri is going back to the pure childhood of Satyavan. She is not looking for Satyavan who has grown up in his full spiritual stature. What as a child Satyavan would have dreamed, it is that which I am asking you. This is quite significant, and therefore this is our demand. This Satyavan may not require now anything. He doesn't need anything at all. But the child Satyavan did, pure child Satyavan did. Give me, give, if thou must, or if thou canst refuse. So he has now, she has left the choice back on him. Back on him. Yeah. Turn the screw fully, you see. Yeah. Choose what you want. Then she says, demand. I demand. And what do I demand? Yes, give me what you can give me. If you cannot give me, say, sorry, I'm sorry, I cannot give you. I won't feel sorry for that yours. It doesn't matter for me. Give me, give, thou must. Now this is important. He says, thou must. It is a kind of obligation on him to give. It's an obligation. But if you find yourself helpless, again that obligation, okay, you can refuse it. You can, but you cannot even refuse it. If you can't refuse, you can't even refuse that. You had to give what I want. So whatever my little boy Satyavan wanted in his childhood's life, you please grant him that. So I have seen in Vyasa Savitri all those boons. So this is the first set of boons Savitri is receiving. Death bowed his head in scornful cold assent. The builder of this dream like earth for man, who has mocked with vanity all gifts he gave. The builder of a dream like earth for man, builder of this, that is Savitri. She is building the dream for man. Builder of a dream like earth for man, who has mocked with vanity all gifts he gave. Of course, he says all gifts. I don't know what all gifts he meant, but he says. Hasn't given her anything yet. Huh? He hasn't given her anything yet. Not yet so far. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, but earlier he says. He gave. He didn't give. No, but now he has to give. Now he has to give, you see. Now, what I'm saying is, I don't know what all gifts he gave. What are the gifts he has given so far? Nothing. He has not mentioned this, nothing. But he has made it open also. It's an open letter. You write down the open check, whatever you want. I sign it. Yeah, so, but it means that he is open to everything. He wants to get rid of her. Yeah. Who has marked with vanity all gifts he gave. Offer. He gave an offer. Yeah. Uplifting his disastrous voice, he spoke. Obviously, he's kind of offended. This lady, this young girl, talking like that to me, she doesn't know who I am. This young girl of hardly 18 years, she's talking like that to me. I'm age old. Indulgent the dreams my touch shall break. I yield to his blind father's longing heart. Indulgent the dreams. So I am indulging. You want it? Okay, let me indulge in that. To the dreams my touch shall break. So my touch will break those dreams, you see. I yield to his blind father's longing heart. Kingdom and power and friends and greatness lost, and royal trappings for his peaceful age, the pallid palms of man's declining days, the silver decadent glories of life's past. Okay, you want all the royalty, all the riches, all the majesty, whatever. Okay, there you are, here you are. Go ahead, have them. Give me, give, if thou must, or if thou canst, refuse. Give if thou must, because you have offered. Death acknowledges Savitri's strength, which does not deserve a trivial crown, but something precious, something very noble. But could be those because of the pacts with fate. What Savitri is asking, is it because some pacts with fate, because there is mention of pact with fate earlier, pacts with fate, could there be nothing but something of wayside sweetness, almost valueless? Should Savitri accept this? Cannot she refuse this, what she is offering? Yet, she judges not by her mind. There is the occult meaning and content in his offering, in her receiving. She is conscious of her immortality, but also sees a kind of significance in the offer made to her. There is a meaning in the offer made to her. Therefore, she demands, she says, I demand what you give me. She doesn't say, give me, I demand. Which also means that she has actually won the first round of the battle. Savitri has actually won the first, I demand. She has won the first round of the battle. Got the reward of the labor of the battling gods. What the gods are striving against night, that reward Savitri has won through the mouth of death. What the gods could not give, it is that which death is offering to her, which is remarkable. Gods cannot give eyesight to Dimasena. Gods cannot give back to him the kingdom. She has won it from death himself. That is the first round, first victory of Savitri. She has won the first round. She sees death as a huge mask, and it is what is behind that mask from whom she is going to get what is being offered to her. So it is not directly, in fact, it is not in fact from death. She sees somebody behind the mask, and it is through him that she is going to get what she wants, which the gods cannot give. She demands what Satyavan in his childhood would have wanted to have. Eyesight for his blind father, lost kingdom, the royalty of a rich life. That is what he would have asked for as a child. You see, here is given. The one who wiser grew by adverse fate. See, this is what he was talking about. No, I think. Adverse fate. God's goods I restore. The deluded soul prefers to impersonal nothingness's bare sublime. Now, you see, it is death alone who can do that. As I told you, maybe Dimasena had done a lot of worship, a lot of tapasya, a lot of yajnas. I don't think the gods would have been able to give him back all those things. The sensuous solace of the light I give to eyes which would have found a larger realm, a deeper vision in the fathomless night. For that, this man desired and asked in vain. Yes, this man, still, I don't know whether it is Satyavan or Dimasena. It could be Dimasena also. This man could be Dimasena. The sensuous solace of the light I give, it is to Satyavan. Sorry, to Dimasena. Deeper vision of the fathomless night, while still he lived on earth and cherished hope. Back from the grandeur of my perilous realm, go, mortal, to the small permitted sphere. Get out from here now. Live in a small little hut. Go back now home. I granted what you wanted. Go back now. Go, mortal, So there cannot be any greater irony, greater mockery than that. To die small permitted sphere. You are safe in a small permitted sphere. Go and live safely in the small permitted sphere.